It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Follow that funky beat all the way to your TV. You are live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Tuesday morning. We're going to get into our Tech Daily Update with two actually incredible stories. And I'm going to open our account here with the first because I love the fact Jack was born in the Christian Barnard Memorial Hospital, so, which is like a shrine to the great doctor. Of course, he achieved the first ever human transplant. And he did it at a time where I think most doctors were, very, very far behind. I don't want to be derogatory here. But they've made a recent discovery in Italy, in Salerno, that has just blown people's minds and proves just how amazing the man was and where South Africa sits in the grand scheme of things. So recently, in a hospital in Salerno, they discovered a very interesting prosthesis inside a 60-year-old woman. After closer inspection and research, they learned that it was the artificial mitral valve, which was implanted into her by Chris Barnard himself 50 years ago. 50 years, and still going strong. It turns out that she was diagnosed with a very serious heart condition at just the age of 5 back in 1969, and when she turned 10, her parents flew her to Cape Town, and Chris Barnard performed one of the earliest heart implant surgeries in human history, and it's still pumping, still beating strong. How cool is that?
It's insane. I mean, we only know of the one iconic story and him being the first one, but think of the many other heart conditions that he's been able to sort of, give help to. And
you walk around that hospital, hundreds of people over their lives.
Totally. Wow, this is absolutely insane, and that's an inspiring story on there. A legacy of note over there. But now, let's shift over from that very, very serious kind of stuff, because I mean, hearts are serious, and I suppose it's still got something to do with the heart. How much would you be prepared to pay for a laptop at the most? What's the most amount of money you're prepared to spend
like
for a
Black
laptop?
Friday sales. That's it. I'm not going to spend a lot.
Okay, outside of Black Friday, how much would you spend?
I don't know. About 10 grand at a push, dude.
Okay, if anyone at home maybe said, you're snoop with the money, you don't want to spend the money, so it's fine, we'll leave it for the people at home. But if you guessed $1 million, then hopefully you didn't guess that, but you're absolutely right. Here's the story, is that it's called the Persistent Chaos, okay? And it's considered more of an artwork piece than a piece of technology. Essentially, it's a used Samsung laptop with 6 of the most devastating computer viruses in history installed on it. They've installed all these viruses. Think of any virus you've ever heard of on your Pentium 4 computer. All of those have been put on this thing. They include the famous I love you virus that posed as an email love letter.
I actually remember.
Do you remember that one? As well as the WannaCry ransomware that shut down computers at hospitals and factories. Some really hectic ones, right? In total, the creator of the artwork estimates that the sum total of the economic damage done by these viruses is about $95 billion.
What do you want to do with that particular piece of work? The persistence of chaos. That is insane. I'm just keep wondering to myself now how those viruses, which are a bit outdated now, would stand up to like the malware and the kind of software that we have now. But that
probably
is
a challenge for those software companies that do all these malware programs and softwares. But this is very interesting.
Awesome, man.
Zoe Brown is on standby with our music guest this morning.
Legends
Zoe!